Today is Friday, December 23rd, and this is the look of the documents area from the documents office doorway. We've got a whole bunch of these book trucks emptied today, and we have the documents reference filled in. That all happened today. We had a few congressional materials on this side of this row, and we had our return materials on this side of this row, and all of that has been moved over to our new shelving units. I'm going to try to back up and get all of these things in the screen. Okay, you see these three shelving units? Those were all put up yesterday and this morning between 8 and about 9:30 they finished up constructing these three long ranges. And what we did today as well, starting about 9:30 and ending at 4, we moved all these books onto one side of the shelving range. And it's a little hard to see from this vantage point, but at the end of this shelving range we have serial sets. We've got the what is now the reshelving area materials, and you see congressional stuff. These are mostly Y3s, and they wrap around to this side. You see, it didn't get very far down the row, but we did have, see, 4 guys working on it, and I helped too. And one thing we discovered after we filled up the first side of the first row is that even though all 3 of these ranges are braced at the top with bracing, if you can see those horizontal bars across, they're all screwed in and attached to one another. After we loaded this side of this range with the document's reference, we noticed that it was bowing. It was leaning, and we quickly put books on the other range, the middle range, figuring that would help. But my colleague Wayne Barnes came up with a brilliant idea. Since we're going right into the holiday week and we're all going to be gone, the library's going to be closed for the next 3 days. And we knew that this range was bowing in this direction. We didn't want to come back to work on Tuesday after Christmas and discover the whole thing falling over like dominoes. So Wayne came up with this idea, and he found these book trucks were just the right width to wedge between the range and the pillar, and he even put a wooden dummy there, right there, to give it a little bit of extra pressure. He pushed the range back a tiny bit so he could fit that wooden dummy in there and create just the right opposite force, so that when we all get back to work in 3 days, that we would find all of our work still intact. So I thought that was definitely worth talking about, and I thought he deserved a bonus for thinking about this, because this could be a great catastrophe averted. As he mentioned, you know, if you got a little bit of bowing, you know, a little bit of sway on one side, that could increase, you know, over the hours and over the days until finally, you know, enough gravity is added to it that the whole thing falls. You know, it's like a very slowly increasing lean. So fortunately, we all have the consolation of knowing that that's not going to happen over Christmas, so we can all go home and have a great time and come back and finish the work. Okay, that's it for this update.